What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rule of Two Review. My name is Rob, and today I'm going to discuss my theories on when the Nintendo NX will actually release. So yesterday, Nintendo and Nintendo's president, Satoru Iwata, the man himself, came out and discussed some of what is not going to be showing up at E3 this year. I made a video that also showed up a little bit earlier today where I discuss in depth what's going on with those quotes, E3, and what I think we can and can't expect there. So definitely check that out. I'll link it for you below. But what I wanted to do is also take a tiny little piece of that quote and what is being discussed from Nintendo about E3 this year and kind of theorize a little bit further about their next hardware platform, the NX. So the NX, we know, is what is the code name for Nintendo's next hardware platform. Not much is known beyond that. It's been referred to as it's been referred to as a new concept that's not meant to be a simple replacement for the Wii U and or the 3DS. So very interesting, like I pointed out in my previous video, that they kind of rolled the Wii U and the 3DS into one complete statement about the NX and what the future is going to hold for that machine. So I thought that was pretty cool and kind of telling about what possible plans they might have. But the other thing that I thought was pretty cool is when revealing that the NX was not going to be discussed at E3 this year, so that it could be further discussed next year in 2016, I just wanted to kind of share my quick thoughts that, to me, that says for sure the Nintendo NX and the successor to the Wii U will not be coming out next year in 2016, but for sure 2017 or beyond. Now, that's great news because the Wii U, I think, is a system that still should have another couple of years left. A lot of the controversy that's been surrounding Nintendo for discussing the NX, revealing that there's a code name for a new system, is making people feel as if they're going to be abandoning the Wii U sooner than later. And of course, the Wii U is only 2.5 years old, and a lot of us have bought it in that last 2.5 years, and many people would feel very betrayed and upset if Nintendo was to say, well, that was a fun little experiment, let's move on to the next thing, your $300 was just, burned and thrown out the window. I would understand why people would be upset about that if that was the case. And it's why I really knew, deep down in my heart of hearts that Nintendo was not going to be revealing the system and bringing it out so soon. They want to believe in the Wii U. I think they know that there's still success to be had there and there's still a life to gain from the console. And I don't think that they want people to feel as if the system's already dead. I think that Nintendo still believes in it. And, people had wondered, okay, it's going to come out next year. That means the Wii U had 3 years and it's going to be a big waste and a failure, and that system's going to come out so soon and it's going to suck for Nintendo and for Nintendo fans, and it's going to be this big old mess. And, I never knew that. I never thought that was going to happen, and this confirms it. If Nintendo is not going to discuss the NX and showcase, finally pull the veil back, show us what it is, what is this new concept, how is it going to work with their gaming model going forward, if they do that next year, then that means that the system wouldn't possibly be coming out until the following year. And if it comes out the following year, I think that we know they would probably release it at the end of the year, like most system launches are, which means it would come out at the end of 2017, which is 2.5 years from now. That would be exactly a 5-year life cycle for the Wii U. And that's assuming it even comes out as early as 2017. I think that what we know is that if it's 2016 that Nintendo finally shows it off and gives us the official name and shows us what the machine is, that it's not going to come out that same year. I mean, yes, Sony and Microsoft both first showed their machines in early 2013, and then it was the end of 2013 that they launched. But I think that there was less going on with those systems. They were just marginal improvements over the previous ones. And Sony and Microsoft kind of just do their own thing. Nintendo doesn't really pay attention to how those companies work, and they just work on their own sort of wavelength. And typically Nintendo shows a machine and it takes them a while to get it out. They first revealed the Wii U in 2011, and it didn't come out until the end of 2012, that following year. So it had 2 E3 showings before we got an idea of what it is and before we got it in our homes when it was finally released. And there's no reason to think that that's going to be any different this time around. I mean, it's not impossible, but I would still be shocked if Nintendo revealed the NX and their new system next year, whether it was early next year or even as late as E3 next year, and then still released it by the end of 2016. Again, it's not impossible, but I just don't see that happening. I would probably be blown away. And I mean, I would be excited because I do want to know what a new piece of hardware, especially from Nintendo, is going to be like. But, I don't want it this early either. I love my Wii U, and I still want many years out of it. I want to keep using this controller for cool things, and Star Fox is going to be amazing, and Zelda's going to be amazing, and I think we're going to get Metroid very soon. That's going to be amazing. Like, all these things, you know what? I mean, fuck third parties. If third parties aren't going to support the Wii U, whatever. It still has the best library, even without those companies and some of their great games. So there's no reason to think that the Wii U needs to go away. So I will be excited for the new platform whenever we get information about it, but what I really would like as a huge Nintendo fan and as a huge gamer is to hear about it next year, but not get it next year. I love my Wii U. I'm ready to still be devoted and dedicated to it for another couple of years, Nintendo, and I just hope that you do the right things. And I think they will. That's where I'll end this video, is I think they absolutely will do the right things with the NX. They will reveal it next year and discuss it, but they will not release it next year. Trust me, it's going to be 2017, if not later, and I think that that's going to be great for Nintendo and gamers everywhere. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe to Rule of Two Review, like, share, and comment on this video below. I definitely would love to hear what you think about the NX. Do you think that this means that if we see the system next year, it won't come out to 2017? Or do you still feel that they'll reveal the system next year and also release the system next year? Share your thoughts below. I definitely want to hear. I love chatting with you guys about these things. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch you guys next time on another video for Rule of Two Review.